Words of Wisdom on Wednesday. Hi, how do you build faith with confidence? Today, I am in Darwin, Australia, on a world cruise. And as I thought about the idea of how do you build faith with self-confidence, I realized that the self-confidence formula is a really good way for you to build faith. And so I want you to think about this. You have the ability, yes, you have the ability to achieve the object of your definite purpose in life. Therefore, you can demand of yourself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment. And you can also here and now promise to render such action. And secondly, you can realize that the dominating thoughts of your mind will eventually reproduce itself toward outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, you can concentrate your thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person you intend to become, thereby creating in your mind a clear mental picture of that person. Now, third, and this is the self-confidence formula. Thirdly, you know that through the principle of autosuggestion, that any, and I mean any desire that you persistently hold in your mind, it will eventually reproduce itself in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. But you must persistently, and I mean persistently, hold in your mind this idea of who you intend to become, and the expression of that will exemplify itself through some practical action to attain the object back of your mind. Therefore, you will devote, or you should devote, at least 10 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person that you intend to become, thereby creating in your mind a clear mental picture, again, of that person. Now, fourth, you really want to think about the fact that if you have clearly written down a description of your definite chief aim in life and make a commitment that you will never, ever, 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 ever stop trying until you have achieved the self-confidence for its attainment. But this fifth step is the one that gets me every single time. And basically, it says that if you fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless it's built upon truth and justice, therefore, you must engage in no transaction, I mean, no transaction that does not benefit all whom it affects. But you will succeed by attracting to yourself the forces you wish to use and the cooperation of other people. Yes, I can attest to that. But you can also induce others to serve you because of your willingness to serve others. Yes, it is true. But you must also be willing to eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all. Yes, humanity. Because you know that a negative attitude toward others can never, 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 ever bring you success. No, 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 it will not. But I can promise you that you can cause others to believe in you because you believe in them and in yourself. And then finally, number 6, you should consider signing your name to this formula. Commit it to memory. Repeat it once or even twice a day with full faith that it will, yes, yes, with full faith. Yes, with full faith. I have to keep saying that because you got to have the faith. That's what the faith and the self-confidence formula will do. But you must be willing after you sign it and commit it to memory. You must be willing to recite this self-confidence once or twice a day. Yes, with full faith that it will gradually transform and influence your thoughts and actions. And you will, I can promise you, you will become a self-reliant and a successful person. And with that, from Darwin, Australia, I bid you well. And remember, continue to think and grow richer. And remember to itch to be richer. And until next time, thank you for listening to Anne's Wonderful Words of Wisdom on Wednesday, sharing the self-confidence formula for you from the faith principle on how to build your faith and how to build your self-confidence. And so till next time, all right, be blessed. Thank you.